All right. We are hopefully live now. Starting a bit late tonight. Had some difficulties I didn't even know about. So I'm still trying to get things figured out. For some reason, audio is just not working. I'm not sure why. So we might do this race with at first with no audio, but I don't know. We'll pull up the lap counter. They're already 6 laps in. Corbin Collins got the pole. He's got Visconti right behind him, then Samito and Barone battling for 4th. I'm gonna try to fix this audio issue. Will it fix? I have no idea. But well, they just wrecked behind, so I guess we're gonna have to go check that. And then this is just a terrible race to be having difficulties at because it's Bristol. It's gonna be chaos everywhere. It looks like Barone and Samito wrecked. Yeah, everything is just not right now, but we'll try to get through it. So here we go. Barone and Samito side by side for 2nd, or 3rd, I mean. And it's coming off the next corner. They're gonna wreck. Hopefully I get that's all right. There you see Samito got loose, got up into Barone. Barone went around. Doesn't look like, surprisingly, no one. Bradley Sawinski might have made a little bit of contact there, but it looks like everyone else got it slowed down to avoid. That's gonna bring out our first caution of the night, as you see on pit lane. I have no idea why the output audio is just not working. There we go. Okay. I think there should be output audio now. Seems to be that way. There's a damaged Ryan Barone on pit lane. We'll come back to our leaders. Corbin Collins. Christian Visconti right behind him. We're going to try to see if we can fix one more thing here before we're good. Hopefully my mic is... looks like my mic is working. Yeah, my mic is working. Alright. So sorry for starting a little bit late. I was having some difficulties. But everything, or most things, should be good now. We're under our first caution with Ryan Barone and Jason Samito. They're about to line up and get back going. Since we didn't have a proper intro, this is, of course, we're here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This is race number 9 for the Milkman and the Big Band 175. I believe that was the title of the race. Yep. As we're set to get back going here. Still Corbin Collins out front. He won earlier this season, I believe, at Iowa. So he knows how to get it done here at these short tracks, but we're back under green here on lap number 12. And you see Michael Walls quickly trying to jump up to 2nd. And that number 47, haven't really seen much of him this season. Raced a few races at the start, but really hasn't shown up much since. But he's going to clear for 2nd. Taking it away from Christian Visconti. That's back here side by side for this 5th spot. That's Traver Burns and Larry Miles. Miles drops back a tad bit. Now he's got James Usa to his outside. Alexander Hyder didn't have a good qualify. He's back here in 8th. Currently stuck behind that number 30. And now side by side with Oscar Enriquez, that number 96. As Larry Miles tries to pass Bradley Sawinski. But now Enriquez looking high on Larry Miles, trying to make the pass work. As they both kind of get up into the wall, Hyder had to check up a little bit there, but Enriquez is going to get around Larry Miles. Now it's going to look low on Bradley Sawinski. Look at this big sin by Alexander Hyder underneath that number 96. But right now, it just doesn't look like that inside lane's really in. Maybe further in this race when the sun officially goes down, that inside will come to life a little bit better. As Hyder's trying it, he's looking underneath Oscar, who Oscar had a mistake entering the corner. He's going to get around him easily. So move Hyder up into 8th. Now he's going to set his sights on Bradley Sawinski. He's back here. Chase Gibbons trying to get into that top 10 on the outside of Larry Miles. It's not been the best of seasons for Chase Gibbons, so he's just looking for a nice finish here. As Matthew Logan, I think, just blew up right behind both of them. I heard some engine explode, and it looks like this 41, who is very off pace, he's going to bring it down pit road, and he's most likely going to join Ryan Barone. And to be our second DNF of the race. That's interesting. I'm not really sure how these Gen 6s handle here. Oh, now they're wrecking everywhere. Jason Marshall around. There's Jonathan Menard. I think that was the 81 of Pierce Maffitt as well. Looks like the 4 of Brendan Thomas involved. That's going to bring out another caution here. We'll try to get to replay. I'm having a bit of problems with my replay button right now. We'll go back and see what happened. Here we go. These guys were battling. I'm not sure who the 29 is. Oh, Pierce. I don't know what happened to him. He just brake checked everybody, it looked like. I'm sure that's not actually what happened, but man, he just slowed up all of a sudden off that corner. Did he blow up as well? Let's go back and... That is weird. 31 also involved. He might have... I'm not sure what happened to Pierce Maffitt. I mean, he just checked up out of nowhere. Side by side with the 29. And I might have went a bit too far back, but right in front of Jason Marshall and the 60 of Jonathan Maynard. That is weird. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he's going to bring out our second caution tonight, and it looks like his race is going to be over. Maybe his wheel unplugged. Maybe his pedals too, but he blew up after the fact. He didn't blow up before. His engine is blown, so he's going to be out of this one. It's almost like his wheel disconnected. I wonder if that's what happened. Getting set to go back green. Corbin Collins still a race leader. Ethan Harrison has made his way up to second. I'm gonna try to multitask here, try to fix these things real quick while they race, as Corbin Collins is gonna come to the green flag. And we're back on our way here at Bristol. My computer's been running really slow recently, and I'm not sure why. Corbin Collins has the race lead, though. Ethan Harrison's back there in second. Hopefully that fixed the replay issue. I'll try to pull up my other keys here. Go back here to Ethan Harrison, who is currently in second, holding off James Usa and Michael Walls. But Corbin Collins right now dominating this field. He's led all 32 laps so far. Back here, almost 3 wide, Alexander Hyder. Oh, Miles almost just lost it back there. Hyder still trying to look for a way around Oscar Enriquez, as they both got around Christian Visconti. Now here comes Burns underneath Visconti. Almost made contact with him. And now Hyder trying to look underneath Sawinski as Sawinski tries to look underneath USA. Just not enough room for all of them to go through there. But now Hyder looking to get around that number 28. And now looking underneath USA. I wonder if that inside lane might be coming in just a little bit for this 24. As up here, Michael Walls trying to pass Ethan Harrison. This is a battle for second as Alexander Hyder closes in. Micah trying to look for a way around Ethan Harrison. This is just allowing Corbett Collins to pull away almost a 2-second lead that 71 has. Hyder all over the back bumper of the 47. Micah's going to clear as Ethan hits the wall. Now Micah's going to have to hold off that 24 of Alexander Hyder. Hyder slowly but surely making his way through this field. Not sure where he started. Check in real quick right here if it'll pull up. There he is. He started 13th. Not a good start for this 24. Making his way up here quickly, trying to pass Michael Walls in that 47. Here he comes to the inside as Micah gets into the wall just a little bit. It's allowing Hyder try to make that pass, but Micah's going to hold strong. Micah's going to clear Hyder for now. Hyder still trying to make a move on that inside lane. Micah holding that top as they both pull away from Ethan Harrison. Back here, they're all battling it out. That's Nicholas Bodimlik in that 52. 42 at James Usa, and then they're just a stack up behind Christian Visconti, Oscar Enriquez, Larry Miles. No room for anybody back here to go. As, oh, Oscar's gonna go around. He collects the 14, and there they go once again. And that's gonna bring out the caution. That was the 14 of Dimitri Mundris. He's gonna have to get it back going quickly here. We'll see if this maybe works. No, it does not. Let's hold. Give me 1 second, Ryan Barone. Let me get through this replay real quick. I'm not sure why the replay hotkey is not working for me. As they were just tight battling. Visco tries to make a move underneath USA, then gets into Oscar Enriquez, and then the round goes to 14. Jeff Acevedo also involved. Take a look from a different angle. Oh, that was live. My bad. For some reason, we're on the 14 now. Alright, that's the 28. Take a look from a different angle. It just switched to the 14. It just switched to the 28 again. Well, there you see Jason Marshall got into the back of that 65. Everyone else avoided relatively good. Everybody's down pit road. While they all pit, I'm gonna try to do this one more time. Hold on, Ryan Barone. I'm trying to fix something real quick. I'm still having stream problems. Trying to resolve them right now. Oh, is it because my... Wait. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Okay, so that's nice. It just shows that up. I don't even know what's happening. My keyboard's just like... Is that just gonna keep popping up? Okay. Cool, now that's re-popping up. Dude, what is happening tonight with this stream? We're about to go back green. It's just... As you can see, for some reason Logitech just keeps popping up every time I press on an app, but we're back green. Corbin Collins still leads. Let me pull Ryan Barone in here before he gets angry. Well, what do you want?
So, you probably haven't been told, but there's a setup issue.
There's a setup issue.
Yeah, so you remember how real life Bristol Spring, everyone just kind of laid off like 2 seconds on speed because tires were exploding?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got that, but with engine temps. There's too much tape on it, so after about 10 laps into a run, everyone starts overheating. That's what killed Matthew Logan. He blew up, so everyone kind of starts backing off after about 10 laps into a run.
So what you're saying is Quentin Haley made another bad setup.
This is the Bristol Open setup. Quentin did not make this setup.
Okay.
It was going to be Bristol night, but then me and Ethan thought it was too tight, so we told him to make it the Bristol Open, and we didn't realize that it had too much tape on it.
Well.
So, yeah, so everyone's dealing with that tonight.
Should just make
now there's Corbin Collins feasting on clean air.
Yeah. Jason Marshall battles for second. Michael Wall's going to pass him, though. Ethan Harrison also going by. There's a lot of things I'm going to have to fix with my PC, probably tomorrow. Which probably tells me I might not be able to do the stream tomorrow, but that's fine. Corbin Collins, though, he's gotten caught by Michael Walls. Walls trying to go to that outside. Here he comes in that 47. Maybe Corbin Collins is getting a little bit hot, but Michael Walls to the race lead, and our first lead change of the night. Corbin Collins is
really starting to struggle.
Yeah, Corbin Collins is backed up a lot. I don't know if it's just old tires. Well, everyone just came down pit road, so I highly doubt that. Actually, no, Corbin Collins has been out for 57 laps. So he has been out all this time. Everybody else is on new tires. As Ethan Harrison's trying to find a way around this 71. There he goes to the inside. And now it's Visconti's turn, with Hyder not too far behind, so they're all just trying to get around the 71 who's on old tires. As Hyder gets around him, so Corbin Collins falls back to 5th. As now Ethan Harrison's going to try to chase down Michael Walls, but Walls almost has a second lead over him. Back here, Jason Marshall, another one of those drivers who was on a bit older tires. He's been on these tires for 34 laps. So he's getting passed by all these drivers who just pitted. Then you see Trader Burns passing him for 9th, and then Jeff Acevedo trying to get into this top 10. It looks like I think I just heard another car blow up somewhere.
Hyder to the outside of Visconti. I think that might have been me on pit road blowing up.
No.
So I just got the meatball pop up. It's a shame. I think we had a piece today.
Hyder gets around Visconti. Burns is trying to get around Gibbons, and Acevedo gets into the top 10, passing Marshall in that 3.
Everyone has 3 sets of lane to start this race, so we'll see if this comes into Corbin's hand at the end of this if we get enough cautions.
Ethan Harrison was closing in a little bit, but now Michael Walls is pulling away. He does have some lap cars. That's the 1 of Hunter Collier and the 60 of Jonathan Minard. And it looks like the 29. I'm not sure who that 29 is. Oh, that's RJ Starzovic. Making an appearance tonight, but he's going to go a lap down.
It's kind of unbelievable how much pace. I know he's not like at the front of the field, but he's all in all these guys pretty well, Hunter, with that mouse and keyboard run.
Yeah, he's racing with mouse and keyboard today because he's currently away from his wheel. As you see, just kind of slamming the wall, trying to get around, or trying to get out of the way of Ethan Harrison and Alexander Hyder.
A lot of radio chatter right now about temps.
Micah's pulled almost a 2-second lead over Ethan Harrison now. Back there, Corbin Collins is getting passed by Chase Gibbons and Jeff Acevedo. But Corbin Collins still falling back slowly but surely here on those 70-lap old tires. As Bradley Sawinski went a lap down, Ethan Harrison still has Alexander Hyder hounding him from the rear. Christian Visconti not too far behind. Traber Burns trying to catch Oscar Rodriguez. That will be for 6th, and we have a caution. It is for Ethan Harrison. I wonder if him and Alexander Hyder got together. Doesn't look like too much damage on that 77, but we're going to go see what happened. Whoops. And there's that popping up again. We're going to see what happened to Ethan Harrison. There, here he is battling with Alexander Hyder. They're catching up to Bradley Sawinski. They get around Bradley Sawinski somewhat fine. Still step by side. Oh, Ethan just gets loose.
He just stepped on it too hard and
Ethan got loose. Yeah, Ethan got loose. Came up right into Bradley Sawinski and around he went.
This will be interesting to see if the whole field takes tires here, if it'll just be Corbin Collins.
Or just shy of 100 laps to go. Actually, next lap will be that mark.
Looks like everyone's coming. Oh, nope. Just go faked him.
Yeah, Micah stayed out. Visconti stayed out. Looks like Enrico stayed out. Gibbons stayed out. Acevedo stayed out. Looks like that's it. Everybody else down. So the first one in is Alexander Hyder in that 24. Of course, Hyder with 5 wins this season, if I'm not mistaken. Looking to get back in victory lane tonight, though, but it's been pretty rough. He started 13th and...
Yeah, he just hasn't had the speed so far today that he tends to every single other week. In qualifying, he ran the high side when everyone else ran the bottom.
He's just going to barely beat Ethan Harrison out, which I think Ethan only took gas only. 4.7 second stop for that 77. We'll see how about a 29 lap stint for Michael Walls and the rest of these guys who stayed out will fare for them. I believe we're coming to 1 to go. There they are to the choose cone. So Mike is going to choose the top. Visconti going to go low. Everybody else behind just kind of picking their own lanes. Looks like we're not going to go green this time. Looks like another lap was added. So out of our 25 starters, we have 17 on the lead lap. I believe only 4, no, it's 5 now. Jonathan in that 60 went out of the race. So 5 drivers total right now, basically DNF'd. As Pierce, Maffitt, Jonathan Maynard have left the race. Of course, Barone, Logan, and Samito all just sitting on pit lane waiting for their repairs to get fixed. We're about to go back green. It's going to be Michael Walls leading us in that Kroger 47. And Christian Visconti, Oscar Enriquez, Chase Gibbons, Jeff Acevedo.
I think 42's got a choose code violation heading to the back.
Oh, unfortunate for James Usa. So we're about to go back green. And the green flag's back in the air here on lap 79. Just past 100 laps to go here at Bristol.
Chase Gibbons blinking really bad.
Yeah, Chase Gibbons is blinking. Corbin Collins got into the wall a little bit. I see a lot of gravel and debris on that outside lane. It's going to be interesting if anyone gets up there right next to the wall.
Yeah, the truck
slippery.
race, the rubber built up really badly up top.
Of course, iRacing just recently adding an update where debris becomes so much more visible and affects the car a lot more on these tracks. So you see Corbin Collins got around Jeff Acevedo. They're battling back here hard. Jason Marshall and a few others.
Hey, Brad
As-
Smolsky
oh,
almost lost it
Acevedo.
last lap.
I think he held on to it. For some reason, my buttons aren't clicking to get back there to him. But he holds on to it.
Corbin Collins is flying through this field right now. He's already up to third.
Yeah, super fast now that he has fresher tires. Trying to close in on Oscar Enriquez. He's running that outside lane while the leaders are running the inside. And here he comes to the outside. Passing all these drivers who are on older tires. Alexander Hyder not too far behind him. Now he sets his sights on the 47 of Michael Walls. He's going to go high. Micah's going to stay low, and this should be an easy pass for this 71. Oh! Contact with Micah. Oh, is he going to save it? What a save by that 47. Oh my goodness. I don't know how he saved that. We're going to go back and take a look at it, though. I think he just got tight and doored that 71 of Corbin Collins coming off of turn number 1, or 2.
Corbin was lucky he got away with that scot-free. That's what ended my race.
Michael Walls almost looked like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. here back in 2020. Both races. But he avoided that inside wall. It still kept his car going. But now it's Corbin Collins with Alexander Hyder in tow. And they have a 2-second lead over Oscar Enriquez.
Right when you think maybe you'll get a week off from Alexander Hyder dominance, here he comes out of nowhere to fight for the lead.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's always up front. Even if it looks like he's not going to win the race, he still somehow finds a way to actually get to victory lane.
This is a bad day for AJ Hyder.
Yeah, this is a bad day for him. Even getting wrecked by a lap car at Watkins Glen, still finished second. But it's not rare to see this 24 finish outside of the top 5 here in this XASCAR Motorstardom Cup Series. I think Daytona has been his only DNF so far this season. But he got into a few wrecks that race, which is most likely will happen because it is Daytona restrictor plate.
Nicholas Budimlik had a good save a couple laps ago. He came up on Brad Sawinski Chase Gibbons and bounced off his door and had a good save.
Here's Budimlik trying to battle Chase Gibbons. And now he's up into 6th, going to try to set his sights on Christian Visconti, get into that top 5. I believe Visconti's one of those drivers. Yeah, he did stay out, so he's on those older tires. Same for Oscar Enriquez.
Corbin just said he was running 280 oil temp.
Yeah, that's not good. That's I think it's 285 where it's either 280 or 285 where it's like you have a big chance of blowing up. So we'll see what happens here. Right now he does have clean air, so maybe it's helping him just a little bit. Alexander Hyder, though, still hounding him down. And they have a 4-second lead over Jason Marshall, who's in third right now.
Yeah, Corbin's at 285. I can't imagine Hyder's much better being right up under his rear end this whole time.
These drivers back here are having a big battle. Nicholas Padimlik got around these guys to get into that top 5. Gibbons getting a little punt from Brandon Thomas. It's him, Micah, and Visconti battle. Of course, all of them stayed out that most recent caution, so they're on a little bit older tires. You see Brandon Thomas to the inside, trying to get underneath all of them. Almost 3 wide there. Really nowhere for these guys to go, as Brandon Thomas, he's going to go 3 wide underneath Micah and Chase Gibbons. Trying to use those fresher tires to get around these guys. And Thomas, not clear just yet, has to pass one more. It looks like he's going to get clear of Chris Visconti. Now here comes Dimitri Mundris, who spun earlier this race. Trying to pass that number 80 as well. He's going to get around them. Now it's Ethan Workman's turn, and then Trevor Burns. Now Chase Gibbons trying to pass Christian Visconti on that inside. Got Ethan Workman slow in front of him, though. Now Gibbons with another run. And he's going to run the middle, almost dooring that 80, trying to shove him up the racetrack a little bit, trying to get around Christian Visconti. Visconti just holding his own on that outside lane. There's Hunter Collier, who's a lap down in that one. Gibbons going to lose a position to Michael Walls. The leaders are not too far away from those guys. They're almost on the same straightaway. Corbin Collins still getting hounded by Alexander Hyder.
I can't help but think with how much these guys have run away from the field, if they're just that much better, if everyone else is trying to be more conservative on their engine. Because even if it doesn't blow, you can damage it terminally, or not quite terminally, but you can damage the engine running it that hot. It's 71 and 24. There's still just been nose to tail.
Oh, Ethan Workman just got turned. The 31 also involved. That's going to bring out another caution. Chase Gibbons and Trevor Burns and Larry Miles. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Hyder just got turned.
Hyder did just get turned.
Just came in and wrecked Hyder.
Oh, poor. Oh my goodness. I was about to say poor Chase Gibbons because he was finally having a decent run, and now he's got no front bumper on that 6. Oh, we're gonna have a lot to unpack here.
There's not happy with that 65 machine. Well, the good news for Hyder is it doesn't look too bad, and if there's any track that you want to have minor aero damage, I guess you'd take it at Bristol.
Here we go. Yeah, they're just Workman and Enriquez were lapping at 31. And then here comes Chase Gibbons, nowhere to go. Trevor Burns gets into Gibbons. Larry Miles piles into Ethan Workman. And then Alexander Hyder, if I can find him. He gets just pile driven by Jeff. Oh, it was big net code actually. But still Jeff Acevedo flies in there. And net code turned the 24 around, at least on my end.
'24 teams tell me they got about 30 seconds of optional damage repairs, so he escaped with some minor damage. He's not going to take any of it, though.
very interesting incident here that lasted a long time.
Did Hyder get any damage to the front of that machine? Because this is one of those races where if you get any damage to the front end, I think your engine might just be a goner.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think luckily he managed to get the rear end back to not the front, which might save his race. He's still going to end up there on the front row, so he could be all right.
So now everybody came down pit road that last time by. They're probably all on the same tire strategy, as they all had about 14-second pit stops. We're going to be restarting with about 65 laps to go here at Bristol, as the pace car is going to come in. It's going to be Corbin Collins leading us once again with Alexander Hyder to his outside. Green flag back in the air here at Bristol. Nicholas Budimlik trying to find a way around that 24 of Alexander Hyder. Hyder's going to stay in second for right now. Trying to work that outside lane. Try to catch that 71 of Corbin Collins. It's not really working. He goes back to the inside. Here comes Jason Marshall to the outside of Nicholas Budimlik. Oh, they make a little bit of contact. Almost sitting that 52 into the inside wall, but they hang on to it. Now Oscar Enriquez to his outside.
Hyder's lucky. Maybe the damage will loosen him up a little bit. The car is very, very tight to drive off the gate, but it looks like he's okay so far.
Brandon Thomas just had a big moment off of turn number 4. He saved his race car though, as you see they're still jumbled up back here with Jason Marshall and Oscar Enriquez. This is the battle for third. Now Jason Marshall clears that 96. Christian Visconti to the outside of Oscar. And he's also going to clear that 96. We'll see what Jason Marshall and the rest of the field can do now that they don't have those slower cars in front of them. Not allowing the 2 leaders to pull away about 4 seconds like last run. They're still keeping it within about a half a second from Corbin Collins in that 71. Right now, everybody's just training on that inside lane. Michael Walls with a big run on Christian Visconti, looking below underneath him. Of course, besides Corbin Collins, Michael Walls has been our only other leader tonight. So he's looking to get back up there. Maybe contend for this race win. But he's going to get around Christian Visconti for 4th. Nice move by that 47. Jason Marshall has closed in on Hyder. Or at least trying to. You see there's battling back here right behind Christian Visconti. Ethan Harrison, Oscar Enriquez, Nicholas Budimlik. Bradley Swinsky back up here in the top 10 after going a lap down not too long ago. It's Christian Visconti and Ethan Harrison. They both have a little bit of history at these short tracks this season. Of course, back at Iowa in the closing laps, these two were battling for the race win and made contact with each other. Both of them saved it, but they both lost a ton of positions, and ultimately
ended by Michael Walls to the outside of Jason Marshall.
Okay, so he's going to get around Marshall for 3rd. You see Budimlik at the background trying to pass Ethan Harrison. That's for 7th. But Ethan Harrison's going to hold strong on that outside lane. Corbin Collins and Alexander Hyder have pretty much pulled away a second from the 47 and the rest of the field. I wouldn't be surprised if they're catching up to lap traffic sooner or later. Yeah, it looks like Matthew Logan will be the first one. Of course, Matthew Logan blew his engine earlier. He's 99 laps down. Actually, it's Hunter Collier. I didn't even see that one. They're lapping him pretty quickly here. He's just going to let them go.
Yeah, and Larry Miles about half a track up the road. I wonder what happened to him because he was running the top 5 not too long ago.
Well, on that last wreck, Chase Gibbons, after he made contact, that was Trevor Burns that hit Chase Gibbons. Larry Miles actually hit Ethan Workman. Probably damaged his race car.
Yeah, looks like he's got a good bit of nose damage. I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me, but it looks like the 47's starting to kind of maintain the gap with the top 2 and pull away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, and he was a second behind, still about a second. It looks like he's closing in just a tad bit.
Kind of opting for that middle line and diamonding it a little bit compared to the top 2 who just dive it right to the bottom.
Back here, thinking Rigas might have just got around Likas. They're both still stuck behind that 80 of Christian Visconti. Visconti loses another spot to Oscar Enriquez. Now here comes Nicholas Budimlik underneath him.
Is Visco on old tires or just struggling outright?
I mean, he came down pit road the same time as everyone else, and it was a 14.5 second stop, so I'm not sure what's wrong with that 80, but he seems to be a bit slower than all of these other drivers. Maybe a bit overheating issues.
Peter's now at the top side to get around Larry Miles.
Yeah, they both get around him. Michael Wall's still slowly creeping in on the leaders. And he's pulled about a second gap over Jason Marshall in 4th. Michael Wall's looking for his first XASCAR win, at least on iRacing side of things. I don't know if he's ever won one back on Xbox.
He's definitely reeling them in.
Or PlayStation.
I think running that middle line is doing a lot for him. Just carrying a lot more speed off, and he's just running about half a lane off the bottom, so he's carrying about as much as they carry him, but he's just getting all that much more off.
Yeah, but
we'll interesting to see if his tires can hold on doing that.
Yeah, we'll see if he can. What happens when he actually catches the leaders, though. Really, no lap traffic in front of these leaders right now. Right now, Corbin Collins has that nice clean air. Hyder's still just hanging about 2 tenths behind him. Now Corbin Collins, he's kind of moved up from that inside lane, almost running the same lane as Micah. It's Alexander Hyder just a bit lower than that 71. Now Micah,
I think it's starting to drop off and searching for grip.
Yeah, he lost about 2 tenths there, going to the outside now. Might have scraped the wall just a tad bit there, but I'm not sure. They're coming up to Hunter Collier once again. Back here, Oscar Enriquez and Nicholas Budimlik are still battling it out as they now close in on Ethan Harrison. This will be for 5th, as Ethan got a little tap from Oscar. Budimlik tried to make a move, but I think he got loose off the corner and made contact with Ethan.
The top 2 ran at identical lap times the last time by.
Here comes Budimlik making contact with Ethan Harrison, getting it loose. Just can't find a way around this 77 right now. Now looking underneath, trying to get into this top 5. I think he'll have him clear here. He does. So Nicholas Badimlik finally gets around Ethan Harrison. Now it's Oscar Enriquez's turn.
Starting to drop away from your tops. He's been a couple tenths slower each of the last 3 laps.
I had a little bit of a lag spike there, but I think we're still good. Yeah, he's dropping back. Jason Marshall slowly reeling him in. They got a nice gap over Nicholas Budimlik. Got to get around Hunter Collier.
This guy on the track last lap was actually Jason Marshall. By a good 3/10 actually. I wonder if he's been saving his stuff.
That's a big possibility.
Jason Marshall won the truck race here on Monday after a certain 46 truck jumped the final restart.
Yeah, and he's had so much success in the lower series and so much success back on Xbox. And maybe, I doubt he had PlayStation, but I don't think he's found victory lane yet here in the Cup Series. I could be mistaken, but if it has, it's been a long time for this 3, so he's looking to get back into victory lane.
Yeah, the top 2 have just been running consistent 15.5s, and the last few laps, Jason Marshall's been in the 15.4s, even popped a 15.3 in there a few laps ago, so he's coming a little bit.
Yeah, if this goes green all the way, it's going to get interesting. As laps are closing down, just shy of 20 to go. Alexander Hyder got really close there to Corbin Collins. Now he's going to go to the top side, trying to generate a run. It looks like it worked a little bit. Here he comes to the inside. Alexander Hyder trying to take that race lead away for the first time tonight.
Jason Marshall would love to see these guys battle it out.
Yeah, Corbin Collins going to hold strong. Of course, it was these two battling it out at the end at Iowa, the last short track we ran. So once again, it's the 71 versus 24. Actually, I might be wrong. Corbin Collins, I think, won Charlotte. I think he won Iowa, too.
Yeah, he won Iowa.
Yeah, he won Iowa. He's a 2-time winner this season. But trying to hold off Alexander Hyder. Jason Marshall has closed in to about a second as they come to lap RJ Starcevic, that 29. So he's going to give him the inside lane. Jason Marshall about 8/10 behind the leaders, just trying to close in. He's running that outside lane. The leaders are running the inside.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Starcevic.
Christian Visconti just turned Brad Swinsky on the last lap.
It looks like they all saved it, though. Everyone's trying to scatter.
Yeah, he turned him right up against the wall. The wall saved it, but...
Yeah, everybody scatters back here. I don't know. Now that 28, he's going to look underneath.
Jason Marshall's
he's going to come up into the 80. Shove him out of groove. And Visconti's going to lose a few more spots. Back to 11th he goes. And Jason Marshall, he has closed in to about half a second on the leaders as they've been side by side. Marshall is there.
These guys are going to approach the whale of lap traffic pretty soon.
Yeah, it's going to be who can get past the lap traffic better than the others, as Hyder had a run on that outside lane. Corbin Collins is going to go up there now to block it. We'll see how good that 71 is on that outside lane. It's the top 3 leaders all right here battling it out.
The lap times have really tapered off massively for the top 2 since they've been battling out. They've been in the 15.7 range.
Alexander Hyder trying to look for a run. He might have to go back to the inside if Corbin Collins is going to take this outside. They're coming up to lap these cars. Christian Visconti, who's been off pace pretty much this whole run, they're catching up to him. There's Larry Miles, too, as they're both going to go low to get out of the way of these leaders. All of them right up against that wall. Coming to 12 laps to go. Hyder got a better run as they come up to Hunter Collier. Collier running that outside lane where these leader wants to be. This could be a chance for that 24 to pass. Not going to be enough. Corbin Collins gets around him fast.
Sent it in there.
Hyder still underneath the wall. Collins into the wall. No. With 12 laps to go, Alexander Hyder takes the race lead.
Oh, that's just a killer mistake.
Oh, Hyder gets up into the wall now, but they're side by side for second. And Jason Marshall could not get around that 71. 11 laps to go. Corbin Collins is going to have
so frustrated in there right now.
Yeah, Corbin Collins is going to have to regroup, but that 24 is most likely faster than him, as he's pulling away about half a second already.
Oh. Corbin really struggling. Got loose there on the exit.
Jason Marshall's going to have to find a way around this 71 quickly if he wants to have a shot at this win. But right now, all eyes on that 24, who's pulled away tremendously from second place with 8 laps to go.
Hyder got around Corbin Collins, and he's just been 2/10 lap faster every time.
Yeah, Collins was just holding him back there that whole run. And now looking to cruise for, I believe, his 6th win of the season, here at Bristol. Jason Marshall trying to find a way around Corbin Collins. They're making a little bit of contact. And I think that's just all she wrote now. Hyder has a second lead over these guys. Collins into the wall. This could be Marshall's chance to get around. It looks like he will. So Jason Marshall gets up to second, but he's got to close in about a second and a half to Alexander Hyder in 5 laps. Alexander Hyder started 13th, has just climbed his way up every single restart, got into that wreck, the last wreck we had, but there's just no stopping this 24, because he's got about 3.5 laps before he takes his 6th checkered flag of the season. He has a few more lap cars, though. It's the 31 and Dimitri Mundris, which Mundris is in 8th. There's Jason Samito, who's on those fresher tires. See if he gets around this 24. Looks like he will. Coming to 2 laps to go for Alexander Hyder in this 24.
It's really impressive how he just saves his tires throughout the whole run while running right behind Corbin Collins. He's running a good 3/10 faster than the entire field right now.
And out of turn number 4, he's going to see the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. All eyes on that 24, who's pulled away about 2 seconds from Jason Marshall. As long as no lap cars wreck in front of him, he should take this checkered flag. And out of turn number 4, it's going to be Alexander Hyder picking up his 6th win of the season here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, just another Hyder masterclass, really. He sat there the whole time, thought maybe he was just right on pace with Corbin, but I think he was just saving his tires the whole time, waiting for the right moment.
The lap car is wrecking behind him. Alexander Hyder is going to come onto this front stretch, and he's going to burn it down here at Bristol. Hard-fought victory for this 24. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Nicholas Budimlik just assassinated him.
Well, it looked like it was fun out there apart from the whole engine debacle. Too bad my race only lasts about 15 laps.
Hyder's just
still burning.
His car's kind of broken now, but he's gonna burn it down all the way to pit lane. Someone just blew up.
Tradition. I think it was Hyder.
Well, we'll take a look at your finishing results here. Oh, that's the race ticker. My bad. Here we go. There we go. So Alexander Hyder will pick up another win here in the XASCAR Motorstardom Cup Series. Jason Marshall finishes 2nd. Corbin Collins 3rd after leading the most laps. Oscar Rodriguez 4th. Michael Wallace comes on 5th. Ethan Harrison 6th. Dimitri Mundris 7th. Nicholas Budimlik 8th. Brendan Thomas 9th. And rounding out your top 10 is Bradley Sawinski. Then coming home 11th, that is Christian Visconti. Trevor Burns 12th. Larry Miles 13th. Andrzej Starcevic 14th. Hunter Collier 15th. Ryan Kame 16th. Ethan Workman 17th. Jeff Acevedo 18th. Chase Gibbons 19th. Rounding out your top 20 is James Usa. And then round out the rest of your field, that's previous. It's Matthew Logan, 21st, 22nd, Jonathan Minard, 23rd, Jason Samito, 24th, Pierce Maffitt, and then Ryan Barone, 25th. We will interview your top three, first one being Corbin Collins if he wants. I know, being frustrated, probably doesn't want to interview. As I'm gonna have to, probably tomorrow because it's already so late, but I'm gonna have to fix some buttons here and figure out why my PC has been running so slow recently. Alright, well, Corbin Collins is not going to be here, so we're going to pull in Jason Marshall. Hey, Jason. It's the boys at the booth. You got a copy?
Dude.
Chase Gibbons, why are you here?
Oh, sorry. I thought I was in the waiting room. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good.
Get him out of here.
Well, your car looked very fast there. Towards the end of the race, it looks like you were just getting held up there by Corbin Collins. Still second place, though. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man, I'd say that I'm pretty proud of it. We had an awful Q run and started mid-pack, so to even, come away with a P2 is honestly an accomplishment. Like you said there, it was just a battle of the three fastest cars there, and it was give and take, and Corbin wanted that P2, so, it was just a battle of the ordeal, and AJ just scooted away. But overall, just proud. Kept the car clean for the most part. I think we got a couple dings from a couple accidents, but other than that, we had 8 cars finish on the lead lap, so to survive the demolition derby, I'd say is an accomplishment to say the least.
And there was multiple talk out there about this setup and how there was too much tape on the grill and causing some drivers to blow up out there. So how did you manage your whole engine oil temperature this whole race?
Yeah, that was definitely an issue I was not expecting to face. Running the top was pretty much you're setting yourself up for failure. So it was kind of a race of managing your stuff and then also managing your oil temp. So you kind of had to mix it up and time when you went to the top and then kind of hook the bottom again. Because if you stayed up top too long, we saw a lot of drivers either just stop out of nowhere or we had a huge pile up because of it. But yeah, it definitely was interesting to say the least. But I felt like we did a good job managing, and there at the end, I honestly thought I had a chance there because they were pushing each other hard. But like I said, P2 is an accomplishment. We'll take it, and we'll hopefully carry the momentum going forward.
All right, Jason. Well, of course, you got the win in the Truck Series race on Monday, so congrats to that. You got any sponsors, teammates, shoutouts you want to give tonight?
Just the boys at Bullshock as always. We kind of struggled tonight, not even gonna lie, but it's just one race, so we'll take it with a grain of salt. Move on to the next one. Honestly, just Gillette and all the sponsors on board. It's always a pleasure running this game. So, yep.
All right, Jason. Well, congrats on your second place tonight. I believe next race is at iRacing Super Speedway, so that should be an interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen that track on this game, but should be fun, and I'll see you there.
I'll see you there, hopefully in one piece.
Hi, Ryan Bogey.
Hi, Christian Visconti.
What's up, man?
You know, I saw you here.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. You look very off pace there at the end. What happened?
I was hoping in that last run, it was like 75 laps. I went hard because I was hoping we get a caution about halfway through, and we did not, Ryan Bogey, get a caution.
Oh.
So I went backwards.
Well, you came home just outside the top 10.
Thanks for
I-
reminding me.
Other than that, how did your race go?
That was all right. Besides blowing up, or the threat of blowing up every 2 seconds. But you'll have that. We gotta work on our engine program.
All right, and do you want to interview Hunter Collier?
I was going to drag him, but I can't. But I would love to talk to Hunter Collier.
There you go. You get the.
Oh
you
my
get
God,
to-
it's
you
Hunter
get to talk to
Collier.
him.
Hello.
Hunter Collier, it's the boys in the booth.
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, that's insane. Were you actually racing on a mouse tonight?
Yes, I was. I was running on my Razer V Free Basilisk Pro. Served
that
me
an
very
ad?
well. Yes, it was. I'm sponsored by them.
Ah, that's crazy. Where'd you finish?
I got a solid 15th place finish.
That's a good
I,
point stay.
I usually run better, but I got wrecked out by the driver of the number 80 car towards the
Oh
end
yeah,
of the
is that
race.
what happened? I don't think that's what happened, pal.
I was gonna finish top 10 before that, but I got hit and
You were already 8 laps
permanently
down.
compromised the car. Yeah, so
Ah,
it was
okay, yeah.
junked beyond repair.
I heard the 80 car was causing a lot of problems that race anyway, so probably
yeah,
gonna have to
absolutely.
have the officials look at him.
He needs to be demoted again.
Yeah, honestly, I think he shouldn't even be allowed on the service, but we'll take it.
Bygones be bygones.
Got a question for you two, Ryan Bogey and Hunter
I
Collier.
am not playing Fortnite tonight. I got work in the morning.
I will
This
though.
is this is actually outrageous. This is actually, I'm sick.
All right, well, Hunter Collier, is there any
let's
is
go.
there any sponsors, teammate shout outs you want to give for your 15th place finish tonight?
Oh, big shout out, just huge, ginormous shout out to my oh so loving sponsor, Slurp Juice. Provided me with a fast race car all night. I wish I could have had more pace, but the mouse can only do so much. I also had an issue where my driver height went to like 0, so I was like driving like a midget for the whole race. But
Wow.
overall, I did fine. Just good to be back on my wheels soon.
All right.
All right, well, I'm gonna talk to AJ Hyder now.
Okay. Yeah. You
You're
can
no
do
longer
you can do
abused
the
to
interview.
us.
You can do the interview. There you go.
Hyder.
You can do
That's
the
AJ Hyder from Hyderville, USA.
Is that a real place?
I don't know, but it is now.
Oh yeah.
What did you have for dinner, AJ Hyder?
What I had for dinner?
Yeah,
I gotta remember.
wasn't that long ago.
I had chicken. I had
There you go.
chicken off a stove. There you go.
Wow. Did you win?
No,
I win?
no,
I don't know.
He just got pulled in here for no reason.
Oh, he's just getting an interview. No, he did win. Don't mess with me. I had something for the 24 car until I didn't.
I bet you did.
You got any questions, Visco?
Nah, not really. Just hanging out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Hyder, I believe this is your 6th win of the season, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really have some Racer Hub pulled up, but how do you feel about that?
Pretty good because this is my first race on my new rig. I just got it set up yesterday. I was trying to get used to it, and I got really comfortable with it. And I don't know. There's really nothing else to say. It was a pretty typical XASCAR race. A lot of cautions and a little bit of green flag runs.
Yeah, I guess that really your new rig is what caused you, because we usually see you like up front battling the whole race, but you started 13th and had to claw your way a few times up through the field, but still managed to get this win tonight. So congrats on that. You got any sponsors, teammate shout outs you want to give tonight?
Yeah, as per usual, just want to thank everyone at Elliott Sadler Express Esports, everyone at Outlier Speed Co., and everyone at Uprise Motorsports. None of my teammates raced today because they kind of expected this to be a crap show, and to be honest, it kind of was. But still, shout out to them, and just ready to try to win another race next week.
Well, next week we head to iRacing Super Speedway, so get ready for probably another chaotic race there. But I hope to see you there.
All right, thank you.
And that's going to do it. So thank you all for watching tonight's race. Of course, it's a little bit crappy because I was having stream issues and my PC's been just running very slow recently. I'm not sure why. But tomorrow, I'm not sure who's going to stream it, because if I'm still having PC problems, I kind of want to get that fixed. Tomorrow is the Sofa Racing League. I forgot where they were. I'll check in just a second. Just let me get this off the screen. See where they're at tomorrow. I can find the schedule here. They're at Rockingham, so a little bit of action at the Rock for the Sofa Racing League tomorrow. Of course, usual time at 9 o'clock. And then we head all the way back to Wednesday, where we race at the iRacing Super Speedway. That one should be fun. I've never really seen that track in action on this game. Yeah, and it'll be for 60 laps. So yeah, thank you all for coming out here tonight. Hopefully next time I stream it'll be better. I'm not sure why my PC is just acting up. I didn't even really know it was until about 20 minutes before this race. But yeah, thank you all for coming out here tonight and watching this race. And I'll see you guys next time.